Hey, it's Dr. Woody back with PASL Write It Up Fast, step 4. Let's go a little faster now. Okay, you're to an easier part now. We're at baby step 4, research. So when you put your research in, I get a lot of questions about research. The main two things you have to do with everything you say in this section is tell what you used or who you worked with and why. The why is the analysis part. The what is the descriptive part. So you need to show separate actions where you've done research on your own, you've done research with the people on your campus, you've done research with the stakeholders, and on each step, tell how it influenced the plan. So let me show you my write-up. Okay, so I've pasted the prompts in here. This is from 1.2.1, and I'm going to show you that picture in just a minute, so you'll know for sure where I'm getting this. So the first prompt, A, says, what significant research did you conduct or consult? And a lot of people want to make this super scholarly. That's not necessary, although certainly you can go scholarly and you can do scholarly research. But the main thing is you're looking for somebody that's important that said something that's helpful to you to solve this problem. You didn't just pull these ideas out of your brain. And then you're going to talk about how did this influence the plan. So research, plan, research, plan. And also notice I highlighted in the other yellow, you could also conduct the research yourself or consult somebody for the research. So if you know a consultant, you can call them up. If you have somebody hired to come to the district, you can talk to this person. If you want to conduct some type of audit or, well, let me just show you. So first I'm going to say, to better understand how my goal of closing SPED performance gaps on math unit assessments, how to reach my goal. Yeah, that makes sense. I researched 3 main topics. So I've got the word research here. This is my research. 1, improving middle school math instruction. 2, improving instructional strategies for SPED inclusion. And 3, improving reflective practices among math teachers. And then here's my experts. These make them significant. NCTM, NCSM, the Inclusive Schools Network, ASCD, and other websites. So notice I'm not talking about all these different crazy things. I just picked a few. I didn't even say specifically all the things that I read. There's no author's names here. I'm not worried about APA format. I learned to look, I learned that I needed to look at, typo, at, over here, are we in the right place? Huh, come on here. Okay. I learned that I needed to look at our teacher collaboration structures and professional learning expectations that were supposed to promote continuous instructional improvement. I learned that we use department meetings instead of PLCs, and our campus meeting structure was not set up to lead productive conversations. So see, this is part of the influence on the plan about formative student assessment data. I attended 3 math department meetings that lasted 45 minutes each and found that a total of 15 minutes was devoted to discussing instructional strategies, no discussion of student data. So this is why this is significant. The rest of the time was spent going back over duty schedules and other non-instructional topics. And see, look, I could cut some of these words down through here if I needed to. Right now I'm leaving them until I find out whether I'm going to need to cut words or not, or characters. Our SPED team was not part of these meetings, so there was no opportunity to discuss student progress for SPED students. In analyzing our campus PD record, so this is another research I did. So I researched articles, I researched by going to meetings, and I researched by analyzing campus PD records. In analyzing campus PD records for the past 2 years, got a typo here again, I found that we had been focused, no, that I learned PD will say PD. I learned, sorry, you have to watch me edit this. I learned PD had been focused on student engagement with no discussion on TExES and student data. And then here, based on my research. So you can pause this and read the rest of section A if you want. I'll put it right here so you can take a good look at it. If you want a screenshot, there's that. Okay, for B. It asks what school or district resources did you use? I always recommend that you should use at least something from your campus. Don't just rely on district resources, even if you're the tiniest little district and you don't have a lot of campus resources or the tiniest little campus. Explain how the resources affected the development of the plan. So here's the resources in yellow: campus PD committee, campus and SPED departments, campus admin leadership team. And then how did they affect the development of the plan? So it was a good opportunity to discuss my research. I'm going to let you just pause and read this. I can scroll down here. Okay, now let's move to D. How do we have A, B, D? Well, this is actually C. Okay, what school or community cultural influences? I did not include any particular cultural influences, although you could argue that some of this was cultural. I just went with school and community just to show you how I worked on mine. So our SPED team lead, math department chair, admin team, and I put together a parent night. So this is school. All of these are school people. And then the community comes in with families, PTO, and retired teachers. I'll let you pause this and read what I did. There's my random AT. You can read this. And now let me show you what the sample looks like in the exemplar. Here's the exemplars for the same thing. This one meets or exceeds standards. I think it's really well written. Let me see if I can scroll up. Oh, you can't really see the bottom one. This comes straight from the PASL handbook, so you can Google PASL handbook. And you can see the overlap there. So feel free to take screenshots. And notice that they talk about this. So because of this, I did this. Because of this, I did this. When I found out this, I did this. This impacted the team by doing this. So you have one more little part here. You need to attach one representative page of a sample of the resources that you use. So let me show you which one I think I might use. In real life, I actually really love this article. I just found it for an example to show you, but I just think it's great. It talks about the communities of collaboration. It gave me some great ideas, really, to help you with this project. And so this Attending the Natures of Collaborative Systems, it gives just a great overview of it. So I would probably shrink this down, take a few screenshots, and paste some of these pages onto one Word document, not all of it, but it certainly shows that I've done some aligned research that makes sense with the plan that I'm about to propose. So there's the 1.2.1 directions. And I just want to end by saying, look, you've got this. You can totally do this. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to write this stuff up. So get busy, and hopefully I'll have your next video made for you really soon.